Malaysia's leadership race appears to be coming to a close. Ismail Sabri looks all but set to be named the country's next prime minister. He's secured backing from the Perikatan Nasional coalition that collapsed earlier this week. And this would bring the country's largest political party, UMNO, back to power 3 years after losing the 2018 election. The king has met 114 lawmakers who have pledged to support Mr. Ismail Sabri for the top job. Caretaker Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin says his alliance will back him, but only if he does not appoint anyone facing criminal charges to his cabinet. That appears to be a reference to influential UMNO leaders like Najib Razak and Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, who are facing corruption charges after their 2018 election defeat. But his appointment would not be without controversy. A petition has been launched to stop Ismail Sabri from becoming the country's 9th prime minister. Critics say he's responsible for mishandling the COVID-19 pandemic. Daily numbers have hit another record high of nearly 23,000 cases. Melissa Go joins us live from Kuala Lumpur for more on this. Mel, 114 is a majority, but a very slim one. Could things still change after a confidence vote?
Well, it depends how the new Prime Minister deals with his allies and the coalition partners, whether he can keep them in line. Now, there's a lot of distrust and suspicion between UMNO and Bersatu Party led by caretaker Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin. Now, whether there's going to be tit for tat. After all, I mean, it's UMNO's 15 MPs that brought down Muhyiddin's government and forced him to resign. Now, although UMNO is now back on top with Ismail Sabri leading the pact, the party has never been more split, with at least 2-3 factions led by party seniors. And that's why political analysts say 61-year-old UMNO Vice President Ismail Sabri is going to have a tough time controlling them. And he too, like ousted Muhyiddin Yassin, will have to watch his back all the time. Now, although the 114 MPs were said to have shown their cards to the king, Sultan Abdullah Ahmad Shah, who personally validated their statutory declarations and make sure that their support for Ismail is not made under duress and so on. But there's really nothing stopping them from switching sides if they want to, because there's nothing in the law that says that they can't. It's freedom of association. Now, after all, many of the MPs have switched sides more than once. And that's why, although the majority is clear, which is 3 MPs more than the simple majority of 111, because there are 220 MPs currently in the House, Ismail can never really count on it without appealing to the other side of the aisle. Now, Ira Azari of Ideas tells us why.
I think this time around, the Prime Minister's majority does not look too convincing at 114 so far. And this means that he probably needs to enter into some sort of agreement with the opposition parties.
Mel, there are suggestions that the king is in favour of a unity government instead.
Yes. From the statement issued by the National Palace, the king has stressed many times that he wants to see a stable government that focuses in helping the people through the pandemic and getting the economy back on track. The political wrangling, he said, must stop. To ensure political stability, the king, according to a few MPs I spoke with today, has advised the winning side to invite the opposition MPs into a sort of a unity cabinet that's inclusive, focusing on battling COVID-19 until the country is ready to go for election. Now, the next election is not due till year 2023. Seeking a fresh mandate, many people say, is the only way out of this political turmoil. The king is expected to announce a new prime minister after consulting with the other rulers tomorrow. See?
All right, thanks for getting us up to speed. Melissa Go speaking to us from Kuala Lumpur.